This first test right here is going to be laser. It gets spread apart. We call that a horizontal prism. Light's hitting this lens and being directed outward. So now your eye must refocus on a constant basis to get that back to a correct position so you can see properly. This one has something we call rake. Rake is this forward angle right here. It goes down. And rake tends to cause vertical prism, or the bending of light vertically. So once again, your brain and eyes must now compensate for that flaw in that lens. And one thing to note too is vertical movements more difficult for your eyes and brain to compensate for than horizontal. But at the same time, we put these on and you can see that light stays focused. What we've done here is develop technology called XYZ optics. And what that is a lens geometry. What we've done is actually concentrated lens material in the optical center, so it's actually thicker right here. That thicker material actually draws more light. Just like in science class when you're a little younger, you might have learned that high velocity test, we're going to take a 1/4-inch steel ball and shoot it from 8 inches away at a rate of 150 feet per second. That's equivalent to 102 miles per hour. So here we go. You can see that shattered very easily. Different result. You can see in that lens there's a slight pressure point created, but there's no cracking, fracturing, or breakage. Our second test is going to be right here. This is going to be high mass. So instead of having a small object moving very fast, we have a larger object moving a little bit slower. This is a 500-gram pointed steel projectile. We're going to drop this from 130 centimeters directly onto the lens. We're testing a CR39, which is probably one of the most common lens materials out there on the market today. All of your fashion, sport brands that don't use polycarbonate would use a plastic like this. You can see, just like glass, this kind of plastic tends to shatter with enough impact. Here's our Oakley lens. And you can see that even though that lens has been dented, it doesn't go all the way through, so you're still protected.